All right, perfect. Why, hello there, and we're back. Yo, what's good, Sid? It's Disco Elysium Day. I'm the long arm of the law, dude. Okay, so let me try to remember. It's been a really busy full week. I had to talk to some punk hoodlums in the back. I need to go find a date spot for Fisherman Waifu. And I have a new house. I am a fisherman now. Unless I'm missing something. This whole area is new, so I don't even know where to start. I remember the first thing I wanted to do was to see the church. And there's a back way into the church. But yeah, rate the low budget cosplay. It's just the shades. Is it back this way? Kim, who are you talking about? Alright, let me go look at the dialogue again. Shit. Yeah, I gotta match the character. Wait a fucking second. Wait a fucking second. Howdy, partner. Shit. I can't even see which was only the right or the left of this shit on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, dude, I need like a bow tie. I need like yellow gloves. As you can see, I've ditched the horrific tie. Do I have better shades to go with this? Wait. Oh god, I think this is better. It's like rounder. We just fucking started. What do you mean? I need to go find evidence. I need to solve the case. I think we already solved the case, actually. It's the Hardy Boners, but probably not. A lot of patients do this. Oh! Is it you?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Well, hello, Shaggy.
Oh, hello there.
Why, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Kim, do you have a spare pair of glasses? I don't have to do anything. I am the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
What do you mean? How do you not notice this? What? It's fabulous. A raindrop just fell on it. It splashed everywhere. It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying out in this weather. Yeah.
Yeah, well. Look, man, fuck the hat.
Whoa, dude. Hostile.
She just say, that's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law.
Do I really want to do authority for this? Fuck. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
Well, what are you working on, Shaggy?
My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. Hmm. What's your name?
A cell.
And what's your surname? Or, Asel who? I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business, ma'am.
Okay, it's Burger.
Ooh,
There's
delicious.
little reason to doubt that's her real name, but she's not all that surprised by this cop show questioning, is she?
Alright, fine. Authority, I'll work with you. You seem surprisingly comfortable with being questioned. Why's that?
Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
Have you been questioned before?
Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revachol experience they get east of the river.
What's east of the river?
Rich people. Rich people are east of the river.
Who are these rich people? They sound wonderful. Yo, Klingle, what's good? Dude, I just started. I'm talking to the local hooligans. They're giving me sass. To the superstar cop. Alright, so how much do we like the rich so far? Like, the rich so far are Joyce and, like, Everard. And those are, like, two of, like, the best characters. Seems too low. I can fix that. I mean, this is like pretty quiet in general, but this you should be able to hear the background a bit better, hopefully. Okay. What vibe do I get from this child? What was she like? I'm sorry, I've never had. I mean, based on how she said that, I feel like she is more envious of the rich people than hateful towards them. The music is very quiet. Like, I can personally barely hear it. So, like, when she talks on, when she speaks dialogue, let me know how loud it is, and I'll, like, fix it. Hopefully. You know, this seems more neutral, and this is just like emotion zero. And we're the emotional sort. Let me guess. These rich people are not from around here.
Aren't they? I thought they were as Vachalaire as any of us. Just way richer.
Oh no, they're foreign bodies. No, why is the only option? I want to agree with her. Oh no, they're foreign bodies. Agents of international capital. You only need to look close enough.
Maybe you're right. Most of them do speak 3 languages.
So, what trouble you've gotten into with the police? Wait, what? Is that a sentence? So, what trouble
The usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager.
What's the usual?
You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13. In Forberg.
Volume-wise? Okay. Yeah, if you can, like, hear the dialogue. I can also look at the internal, or, like, the in-game volume, and that might help it. Wait, what is in Falberg?
Is this a rhetorical question?
No, I literally can't remember even the most basic terms sometimes.
Faubourg, not in Faubourg. It's a massive banlieue south of Jamrock Quarter. It is the largest ghetto in Revachol, possibly the world.
Okay, I know what Jamrock is. I know that's where my house is, but let's say I didn't.
We are Jamrock, sort of. Martinez is called North Jamrock sometimes. Jamrock is also a ghetto, only smaller than Faubourg.
Okay, so gleaning it from the context, this area, like Martinez, is sort of right between Kim's jurisdiction and our jurisdiction. Yeah, she just talks softly. And why did you have to move out when you were so young? I'd rather you tell me if I have like audio issues than not, so like that helps though. Thank you. All right, we can finally ask the question.
My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess I just wanted to drink too, you know, get my party on.
Well, why couldn't you be like Kuno? Kuno lived with his dad. Kuno turned out great. We love Kuno. I gave him drugs. Hey, SL, you want drugs? I get that. I'm major party animal. Myself, major. Partying in disco are a bad example for you. You should take me as an example. I guess, like, now that we've recovered our name, I kind of want to play it closer to straight, but I also want to ride the big horse in City Square. Sure.
She nods very cautiously.
Yeah, it seems like she's more against it than for it in her current state. Okay, so what's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
Oh, are you looking for the Col de Mamadakwa?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Yeah, same, dude. What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
Ooh. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Kim, translate. We can't ask him? Kim loves technobabble. Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Ooh, okay, so we're getting somewhere. We know what she likes.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Wait. We heard Boogie Street before. Was that one of the places that we were told about during the Espiritus flashbacks? Astral projections? Is that where we live, or is that where our station is? Yeah, because, like, we're from Jamrock, and I know Boogie Street is somehow related to, like, where we worked. Either, like, one of our coworkers lived there, or we lived there, and our station is there.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Okay, sounds interesting. Who is Arno? Sounds like a place for congregating. Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I've hit beyond my years. Oh, that sounds really fucking sad. Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room. Neither do I, actually. I have no idea. I want this one.
That's cool.
She's... You know what? Save us all. You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man.
What the
Was there something else?
What?
About the contact mic, perhaps? Okay.
Fuck, dude. All right. You know what? My bad. I probably should have seen that coming.
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly? We're gonna die from low morale. Just from a lost spirit. It's getting closer. I need more drugs.
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Sus, you say. And what are these recordings for? The cracks? The footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, they mix it. I wonder if this will be a part of the Cold and Mamadakwa thing. How far are we along that? Did we learn it? Oh, we have 38 minutes left. Sick. Dude. We could be the bane of every tinfoil hat wearer. Just not.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
Wait, this game might actually give me a tinfoil hat. Like a literal tinfoil hat.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish.
You're all in on the
Very
I don't
useless
know,
all of a
actually.
sudden.
Like, it... When I got this point, it was the most interesting thing I could get. Like, I didn't really want to get any of these. The other interesting thing would have been the Jamrock Shuffle. But other than this, like, most of it I don't really care about. I kind of would want to get Hobocop, if I can get Hobocop, as, like, a thought. Tinfoil cowboy status. I am living, breathing cowboy status right now.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
I'm okay with Composure coming up with that, but like I suspected more because Electrochemistry didn't come up with that.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
But you're still calling his jacket lame?
It's okay.
Now this is where a hat would come in. Give her your hat. Oh, this hat's not even gonna keep you warm. I should have worn a shittier hat. Fuck. You're not cool enough for this hat. I'll be the Rockstar Cop. The Rockstar Cop lives within me. Hat or no.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. Her hat's just gone. No! Wait! Okay, the little girl gave it to us, but the little girl gave it to us because she wanted us to be a good cop. This is what a good cop would do. This is the best possible use for the hat. I already missed the hat. I still missed the hat. Fuck. You said it's supposed to be... You said it's supposed to be music. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Ooh, more witnesses.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are... Yeah.
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boy sold? Yeah, why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to
That
freeze?
stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
What the fuck?
Go ahead.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church. Oh, it's legendary. Weary. Ooh, okay.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover.
Holy shit.
Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
We barely passed the check, actually. I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with the drugs wearing off at your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
I did not think she was wearing makeup from that portrait game. Holy fuck. The people who built this world intended for it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live their failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent.
We just went super fucking dad empathy cop lecture.
It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark. No. What? Nothing. If you got this, don't be scared.
Okay. I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her. A weightiness. Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
Ooh, okay.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
Ooh, we get called out to be a boyadero.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class. Everyone just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. Which one bothers me personally the most? Because, like, the obvious question after this, because this would be, like, the obvious question, but it's, like, a very generic answer. Like, if you just say people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of their greater good, what is the greater good in my character's head? I don't fucking know. I don't know what he's gonna say after this. Alright, let's find out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands sometimes you gotta make sacrifice for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. No!
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
No! Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all. No, that's probably not it, is it? Sure. It's... But, like, again, one of the many examples of, like, give me more options if you're gonna, like, try to, like, psychoanalyze my decisions or go in depth. If I can't explain my decisions, there really isn't enough to analyze there. Like, the world can't react accordingly and, like, really fucking bother me by, like, nagging thoughts and decisions if I can't fully put myself out there. Because, like, putting things for the greater good would go for faster progress in the right direction, not a slow pace of social progress. Like, that's not what that means. But, like, I don't know why the game jumped to, like, a slow pace of social progress. Like, what? Mad? I mean, like, it's not mad. It's really hard to, like, make these decisions. Like, you can't have, like, all-encompassing decisions for every single passing character. But these moments are definitely frustrating. Like, a little bit. Like, these are discussions that are genuinely, like, very interesting to have. And I'd like to have them, even with the game. But if you can't, like, fully speak your side of the point, then there really isn't a discussion here. We're, like, experiencing the game, which is fine. Like, this game is meant to be an experience that, like, the developers put out based on their perspective on all these views. Which is still okay, but, like, if the intent was, like, the other side of it, where the game world evolves around your decisions and your choices and, like, how you act and interact with the world through this character, if that was the intention, this sort of takes away from it, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow steady progress. I just wish... Still mad? Yeah, dude, furious. Livid. I'm, like, mentally raging right now. Don't get me wrong. No, it's probably not it, is it? Yeah, pretty sure now it's...
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
You know what? I take back everything I just said. She is so right. You could be right, but I don't know for certain.
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
Why can't we tell her we have chick issues and, like, we can't face it? Is it because we can't face it? We don't know who the chick is? Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium.
I am so down with that. Turning the church into, like, a rave scene is fucking awesome.
Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. So did you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it.
So someone's in there, but it's locked from the outside?
Hey, you two are cops.
No, we are the law.
Okay, well... maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put the padlock on the church door?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
Okay, then, about that church.
What do you need to know?
Alright, what is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
The church reap endeavor. This has become the single most important case. This has just, like, jumped to the top. Fuck the working class husband, missing husband. Fuck the door behind the bookshop. Like... Fuck, okay, I want to help out Lena's husband because Lena's a sweetheart. But, like, no, this is top priority right now. Electronic instruments, like what? Wait, you're... Anodic and cathodic is what you're going with. You're performing this music via electrolysis? Like, what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like. If it ever comes.
What the fuck are you talking about, Inland Empire?
Go ahead.
Actually, that's it for now.
Okay, bye.
After I end this conversation, her model better have my hat wearing it. Like, wearing my hat. You know, the game was made just for you. What do you fucking mean? What? I'll take that as a compliment. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. You know what? This is still made of straw. Insensitive party bachelor. Oh wait, we got this jacket though. Is this better? I feel like this jacket goes better with the bow tie. Fuck. Does it go better with the bow tie? Okay, first off, let's put the gloves back on. Yeah, yeah. But I think I want the commander's jacket. I want to be a cop that is good at his job, but not necessarily on the straight and narrow, which is probably like the most generic fucking sentence I've said about this police officer. However, I do think he seems happier knowing his name as it currently stands, and I think we can be a good cop while also having some fun. I want to ride the horse. That is like the overarching goal of this run. I want to ride the fucking horse statue in like the pent up square with all the cars and shit. And I want to figure out exactly how to do that. If it's taking speed, I am downing all of it. Where's my speed? Oh, I also got this. I don't know what it does. It is 98.7 pure Al Ghul. Okay, so we can wear this hat or we can wear the hobo hat. Oh my god, that is fugly. Holy shit. Alright, we're taking this. Oh, shit. I forgot. We can shave. I just realized we can shave our beard. We have to shave our beard. That is so fucking important. Alright, this is good. I'd rather not wear a hat, honestly. But these glasses look so bad without it. Alright, you know what? This looks better. We'll use this for now. Shit, I can't even move it around. Okay. So a tent. Where did I see a tent? I feel like I saw a tent a few seconds ago. Oh, there it is. Alright, this better be good. I lost my hat for
The
this.
tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is
A respectable
open.
goal? Thank you, I thought so
Inside,
too.
3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Does our character like it?
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
If we can get it, why won't you let her in? Is this your boyfriend? His hair is fabulous. I love the little red mark on the cheek. I wonder if that's supposed to be symbolic.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Alright, let's squeeze inside of him.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
When we're not.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Here we go. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I like this. Wait, there's 3 people here. Wait a second. Yo, wait. This dude looks like... He looks like another JoJo character. It's not Okuyasu. He kind of looks like Okuyasu too. This man screams JoJo, dude. Alright, so you sound like the leader, and who the fuck is this? Alright, let's examine the surroundings first. What is this? Canister filled with appears to be water. The label says distilled. You guys are not drinking distilled water. What the fuck was that? Why did you just zoom out like that? Can I zoom out like that? No? Alright, let's talk to him.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair
Beats, bro.
holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He
Wait.
looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Is this character? I fucking guess? Dude, up close, your hair looks even more... Oh my god. I thought, like, the red thing was just in the art, but no. He literally has a fucking clown patch on his cheek. He literally has a fucking clown patch on his cheek. Why?
As though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
Hardcore!
Fuck yeah, dude!
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright!
Here comes the night!
Woo!
Right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
What do you mean? This was the obvious right way. Inland Empire, you're a fucking idiot. Alright, talk to the JoJo character.
Don't speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
You're just the Noid. To the Mega? Wait, what? Huh. To the Mega! What the fuck are we doing? Okay, what if I want to speak to you first?
I suck at socialising, man. If you go speak to Andre, I'll have time to tune in, get a reading on your sign.
I'm trying to remember, like, this dude reminds me of someone very specific from JoJo, I just don't remember who. Was it like a follower of Dio? Was it in part 5? There's no world where you're not a JoJo. What are you wearing around your waist, bro? What is that? Is he covered in bones? Just like me? Yeah, dude. You call yourself the Bilbo? This is gonna bother me. This is gonna bother me the entire time. He even has, like, just ridiculously long earrings.
Maybe you should just stand there, watch him rattle his toolbox, get to know his sign.
Alright. If you don't know my sign, I'll just know
The
yours.
contents of the young man's toolbox are organized in a neat yet...
Yes, I'm talking about the anime, JoJo's Bizarre
Constantly checking
Adventure.
out the various tools
Look at him!
and rearranging them.
Look at his hair! Look at his fit! Look at his goddamn necklace! Look at the character! He called himself the Noid, dude.
It's a bit hypnotizing if you look at it long enough.
He's just, like, rearranging fucking his box over and over. This is 100% a JoJo character. It's good. I like it. Some parts more so than the others, but, like, it's interesting enough on its own to just watch. Because whether or not you like it, there is nothing quite like it, so the experience itself is, like, interesting enough. I like it. For the record, I'm a huge fan. But there's definitely nothing else quite like it, and that makes it interesting enough to, like, recommend.
I have all kinds of screws.
Yeah, you screw all kinds. Nod.
They'll come in handy for fixing the church exterior.
Oh, you have a plan to fix it. Okay.
Talk to Andre. No point in standing here. The signs are really out of tune.
Ooh, we can touch tips with them. Alright.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush.
What?
Puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Did he also paint his cheek and his... Wait. The fucking pepperoni's, like, all the way down his neck. What? What the fuck are you? Are you the boyfriend?
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, Andre. He's very polite.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Okay. I mean, those are some pretty good shows. Yeah, that's like the thing. I was gonna say that one of those might be similar to JoJo's, but like there really is nothing similar to JoJo's. The closest would be like One Punch Man, but that is like so far and like distant from like JoJo's that I don't think I can like say that. I'd say if you're curious enough, go watch it at least up until like the second part, and then afterwards, if you don't like it, you just don't like it. But like, it ramps up really fast, and I would recommend like, if you try it out, at least watch like the entirety of like the first season of it. Yeah, I'm like a huge anime fan. Like, I got back from Japan like last month, and you can sort of see the background. There's like a bunch of figures there. Like, that shelf is just like for figures and shit. Script is strong, sweaty, and warm. Ooh, cozy. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse. Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
You're like somewhere between JoJo's and Magic, bro. That might be the art style itself, but like, you're the most interesting person in this entire tent, including our fucking character.
And Egghead.
To the mega!
Egg!
I love you, Egghead.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North.
That translates to
prospecting for
0,
real
by
estate
the
to
way.
Establish a new venue in.
Honest for talent.
Wait, is he supposed to be German?
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
I mean, you seem like a very well-spoken and reasonable young man who's just like into some beats. I don't know why the fuck you're covered in pepperoni and painting your head with a goddamn toothbrush.
Place is a shithole.
Whoa, that's my house, bro.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer.
Look, it's
He
fine.
has authority issues.
Baki is pretty good. Baki is also like very unlike any other show I could probably talk about. Like they go to very interesting places. The writers have very colorful views. Imaginative shows. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I don't know, I love talking about like anime and like, oh dude, the fuck just happened to my voice? But no, Baki's pretty interesting and JoJo's are pretty interesting. But yeah, it's a good watch. Was there something you wanted? Your friend to sell? Yeah, let's just brush past it. Like, I don't want to shit on Jamrock because we're from there. That's where a police station is. Don't do that. Espiritus de cops. Yeah. Was there something else you
so
wanted?
met her. Good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There is concern in his voice.
I mean, there should be. Why the fuck is she not in here being warmed by the warm stuff?
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dope heads and burnouts if left unattended.
True. That's almost exclusively what happens.
Dope heads.
Dope heads!
Burnouts.
Burnouts!
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Wait, he angrily spits out his fruit and starts playing. There is no way you will ever convince me this is not inspired by a JoJo character in some way. Like, he has to be.
Strike that. The word.
Okay, you're also incredibly German.
And sadder yet, because the dope heads and burnouts hold up in there were the worst kind.
The worst kind. So not the dope heads and the
He
burnouts?
leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dope heads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Okay, I'm actually kind of down with this. Like, if they just want to, like, fix the church.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Oh god, Egghead's saying signs now too.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Tell me more. Like, of course, we need to get into the fucking church.
All right, man.
Andre's
All
obviously
right,
very
man.
happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Okay, did you put the padlock on the door?
Yes. I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long have those people been locked in there? Yeah, you just fucking lock people in from the outside.
Not long? Like a week, maybe?
What the fuck? You locked random burnouts and drug addicts with like, for apparently ghosts is what you thought in there for a week? How can you be so sure they haven't starved to
I'm
death?
super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
With another person's physical, well, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
No, this wasn't very hardcore of you. I just sounded more Russian. I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Oh shit, we don't have the gloves on. Catch it!
You sense the
Yeah!
of a little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it!
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Yeah! Superstar. Thanks,
The
man.
speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Right, other questions.
Sure, man.
Dude, we
Tell
just
us
matched
what
up
you
our
wanna know.
signs.
Let's do it.
Crazy. Who exactly are these people inside the church? I mean, he's not going to tell us probably, because he's just like, oh, they're fucking crackheads.
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them, and you want the police involved? Alright, better safe than sorry. I think more you can tell me. Yeah, I want him to be as open to me with information
Yes.
as possible.
There's also the machinery.
The machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Do you mean fucking pipes? Pipes like the one you're wearing around your waist right fucking now? Mr. Tech Guy with all the screws and the keys who just made a fucking lock? You don't recognize pipes?
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
What, you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Is it Fisher Waifu? Or was that about something watching you?
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Aw, dude, did it fuck up your signs, bro? Yo, totally get it now.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
The fucking crab,
Yeah,
man.
you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Ambush behavior. Crabman. Yes, yes.
Crabman!
Crabman!
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Alright, so we have to go ask Estelle.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Of course,
The
Noid.
implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building.
Everyone here's fucking insane. Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
And so how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Got it.
Why not?
Makes perfect
Let's
sense.
go with that.
I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument. Thank you, Rhetoric.
Or they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead there?
He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music. And by being a master of ceremonies.
What's a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host. A declaimer of slogans. He's a performer. Gets the people going.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
This dude's fucking blaze, bro. These boys are awesome. This is fucking great. Like, I get real in-betweeners vibes from this. Kind of. Maybe it's the accent, but he's also, like, very well-spoken. And, like, just a nice young man who has some nice young man friends. Carry on, gentlemen. You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes-owned church. Who are these Ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
The Pounding Party. And what is the Pounding Party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Ooh, and?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
Oh, it didn't sound like they would appreciate that. That sounds like exactly the kind of... the kind of who... Okay, they just forgot a word. The kind of people who want loud and anotic music in their church.
You're right, they do.
Absolutely.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
So, okay, is this supposed to be an allegory for techno, or is it supposed to be an allegory for Nordic? No, it has to be techno. It's fucking techno.
Love is hardcore.
Hardcore, bro.
Unity.
It's fucking-
Unity.
Make some noise for my
Alright, that was
insignificant
fucking
posse.
awkward. Unity. Yes, absolutely. Make some noise for my Insulindian pussy. Yo, he turns it up. And then looks at you with a knowing nod.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat. Fuck yeah, bro.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels feels good.
Alright, I came. I don't understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? I guess love can be pretty hardcore. You're right. How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Paracanasian Church. Well, on second thought, no. There's too much. No sane organization would want this level of absurdity going on in the church. No! No! I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it can.
Hardcore!
It's coming around. You're getting it.
You're right! How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Paracanasian Church.
Yeah! Yakokata, the place to be.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
Okay, so let me actually think about the ramifications of the decision. The church, if we knock them out, or like find out what happened to the church and like resolve this with the boys' side, the church gets fixed, gets turned into a rave nightclub, and the girl gets to go somewhere warm because there's a massive fuck off church now. Yeah, and the city gets to like the sickest nightclub ever. They get the most hardcore shit, dude. I guess we need to know the other side first. So these are the pros for this side. I see absolutely no cons whatsoever at this point in time. This seems the best. This seems like far and away the best possible action and decision to make with this, with absolutely no later ramifications or downsides. Anyway, you got more
The
questions?
one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Oh shit, we are nodding, we are tapping. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's adorable.
You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about this tenfold equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
No, so priority number one is something I established like the last time I played. I have to shave the goddamn mullet. I need to shave the... Now that that's given to me as an option, that is like the premier priority. That is like step 0 of things I want to do. It's like a minor step, but it is pivotal to literally everything else. This is up there as well. This is a close second. And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Alright, enough of
He
this.
nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Oh god. Alright, so let's put on some logic gear and try that
As
check.
always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Yeah! Okay.
Call the Mama Dakwa. It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on
Superpowers.
dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the call du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening.
True, actually. The church rave. Okay, as far as cases, the church rave, the single most important case by far. This is so fucking important. Ooh, +3 to perception. That's a lot. Holy shit, wait, that's a lot, right? Isn't that a shit ton? As long as we like, oh, we get more options because our perception went up. Oh, that's fucking cool. Brand name knows of it Ultra. Ooh, okay. Interesting. He does it in the menu. Oh shit, that's fucking rad. All right, wait, what was the check?
So,
Logic.
As always.
Okay. So we're wearing something that takes our logic down for sure. That's awesome. Wait, which one's a CR case? Logic. So let's take this off. Okay, the shirt gives us logic. Logic. This helps. Logic. Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Hi again. So,
I powered up.
how's
Oh
things going?
god, it's not looking good, boys. Wait, why has my logic taken a hit? It's at 5. But is it because of bonus from thoughts? Oh, wait a second. Encyclopedia. Some kind of superstar. No. Shit. Okay. But no, this is the most important one. Also, we don't have a point for it. Whatever. Let's try it. Let's try it. YOLO.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
I'm so fucking good at this game, bro.
How about gather around, kids?
I'm gonna give it to the hat. Wait. Straw Hat's back, baby. God, dude, that fucking skill. Rolling the fucking dice. Okay. Kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
Oh shit, where is... There it is.
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure where and how, I fell sick and became... Yeah, you know what? Let's turn this into a story. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. What the fuck? That's such a dumb way to start. But okay, I'm down.
Still are.
I was good enough in this job to be awarded the yellow rank. I could have been captain, imagine that.
What happened?
Life tore me in, you asshole. I happened. I did. Okay. Disco
I've
happened.
been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast.
Shut it.
What? I have. I've said that.
Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago. An aeon. But there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of lab equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Oh my god, our enough perception is giga high. Let's fucking go. Wait, detective mode. Or his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape?
I know you
Nothing.
pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug
I'm
ingredients.
sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean
And
lab.
of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
There is no life for me. There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab. Noid! You do this to me?
That's... Come on, that's...
Noid! Are you inside the rave tent? Yeah. These are my beats. These are the vibes. This is my disco light. She's a little shy, though. We're gonna keep her in the corner. Oh, we're still tapping! The hat rotates. Oh, that's great. I love the game so far. Me too. This has been awesome. That's preposterous, you say. Against the law, you say. Punishable by summary execution. Alright. So, are we playing Scared Straight? Disco Elysium Edition? Superstar style? I think all of these play into that. Well, what plays into that the most? Look at me, kids. You're gonna end up like me. Just like me. In about 40 years. Yeah, bro. Watashi wa star. If you get that reference, good for you. Preposterous against the law. Come on, that's
I
preposterous.
meant to say, not true.
He does have creatures of good hearing. We just got that. So, what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
You tell me what's really going on. Yeah. So I think this gives us more information than like playing hardball with him, because he's already like about to resign. Yeah. You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling all of you to the pen for starters.
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Reversholt.
Because we do! We totally do!
Egghead, I trusted you. Noid! I loved you.
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
What?
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
Okay, I need to see. So there's a lot of. This is a massive building that could be like a really good boon for a lot of people involved. The fishing village with the large building and a major church could have a resurgence. The people inside, we don't know what they're up to. These dudes were like trying to paint them in a poor light so that we, the police officers, would investigate this. These guys, Noid would fix up the church, but they want to turn it into a drug lab. The optimal solution would be somehow to get Noid to fix the church, because I don't think, like, anyone in the fishing village was capable of like actually fixing the church. I don't think anyone was like working there. The alternative would be to have some of the working class people that are currently like the scabs work on the church and somehow getting compensation for it. Unless the scabs are also being hired by Joyce, which is like an entirely different subplot. If there's solutions to this, I hope the game offers them. I get that no one prays at the church anymore. Yeah, but like, apparently this place is a shithole. And like, sometimes people like need a church to like find some respite from, like, in this game, if the idea is like having faith will give you some respite from like being in a shithole, then like that could help. Like a sense of community would help. Probably. Like, the game's logic is like, oh god, I feel like this is thinking in metagames right now. Because the game's logic for a lot of things is just like, okay, this is like the set course and these are like the collection of principles you hold, not like individual ideas from certain things. So in that context, like, is the game gonna like put me in that bucket? If I go for, okay, I think having a community or like a communal environment would be a good thing for a place that has like so much rampant crime, and apparently Jamrock is a fucking shithole because we worked there and like Kim was surprised we only killed 3 people. Hopefully there's other options. I want there to be more options because like this could be more interesting. They aren't really spooky, are they? Yeah, usually have like 4 or 5 options, but usually so in the 4 or 5 options, it's you agree with something, you slightly agree with something, you agree with something else, you slightly agree with something else, or you don't agree with either. There's very rarely a third option. Like, it's 4 or 5 options, but it's not like a hard 4 or 5 options. It's like, it's 2 options or indifference. And that's been the trend so far in the game. And I hope that isn't the case here. Like, I hope, like, moving pieces across the world kind of interact. Because there's other solutions that, like, 5 seconds of sitting here I've come up with. And I hope the game responds to that accordingly.
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Yeah, probably, Andre.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
I feel like as soon as we're done with this conversation, I should, like, huff the speed I have in my bag right now.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
So, we're not doing this. We can arrest them. Which is like the cop form doing it. And like Kim would probably approve. And that'd be like kind of good. Evicting them doesn't do anything if this is like what they're trying to do, because they'll just like set up in some other hole. This is probably like what I would want to do if I'm planning on like figuring out more information before I decide on like a final verdict. This is what I want. Let's do this clean, no speed lab, just a club for anotic music. But now that we know what they're trying to do, I want to go talk to the people inside the church first, considering you fucking locked them in the church for a full week, Andre. What the fuck? Just look into the spooker situation before I decide what to do with you.
We can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings, no more lies. Before you go, is there anything else you need?
No, that's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Yeah! Oh boy. Alright, off the speed in front of them right now. Is it tools? Or is it here? No. No. We're gonna do this right. Wait, was it Motorix? Did I need to like huff speed to shave? Do I need to huff speed to shave the mullet? Okay, drum pulse. The music come from somewhere in the ice. Okay. Wait, what? Why? Wait, what's going on? Are we just playing as Kim? Like... What? Can we talk to ourselves? Okay, am I bugged? Like, is that what's happening here? Yeah, like, I click somewhere, and, like, Kim moves, and I just kind of, like, turn around. What? No! No, please. Please. No, the save is so far back, dude. It's so far back. What the fuck? Alright, what if we'll try to quick save. Or like, let's try to save and let's try to like load back in. I don't want to go that far back. Please. Alright, let's quit to the main menu. And we even passed that check! No! Dude! This will fucking ruin everything. Oh! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank fucking God! Holy shit, dude. Knock this fucking bridge down.
The pain of Eternite has been barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute.
Push it.
Pain falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
I don't know why you're apologizing. But no, I'm happy we can continue playing. Like, because like passing that check on the first try was sweet, and I did not want to do that again. All right, so what's this? Pull screw against the ice, keeping the tent erect. I see. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Trash from some unending party. This trash is someone's home away from home, just like yours. Thank you, empathy. Full of holes. Could the posts hide treasure? Look inside. Yes. Money. Oh, we can give this to the dude to tell us more stories. Yeah. Yes. Oh, money. Oh, dollar. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Getting more information.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say. Gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Okay, so let's conceal this for now. Yeah, let's figure out what she actually saw.
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me first.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
So it's a PC?
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Thinking about it now, I don't think I've actually seen a computer in this world so far. So maybe that's what was, like, so rad about it. Technology that they just haven't seen. Go on. Perception is literally on steroids, bro. I did not think perception would go up by 3. That's so much. How much is my perception right now? Oh boy, alright. Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
What?
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
How do we keep getting JoJo characters like every other fucking scene? What? Okay. Okay, dude was on the floor and he's really hung. Got it.
Like a crab, you say?
Yes, hung like a crab, Kim.
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Was he wearing a brown mud-colored suit and swimming through the mud? Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
He looked like a banger. Because he was muscular and had a mesh tank top. Yes, SL.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, Kim, that's what you just said.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
You're wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a... Yeah, like, actually.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
We can level up for shaving. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
This is an investigation, SL. I thought we bonded! I gave you my hat! What about you? Tell me about yourself. Ah, okay, maybe I'll ask about this later.
Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Okay, so maybe, like, going through this would help.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
They're not all druggies, Kim. Come on. I know, like, you think I'd fit in because I gave Kuno some speed, but, like, they're fine. They're trying to make their way in this world.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead of you opted to admit the truth, it's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
I can't put that much weight in your word now, Azal.
May I ask? What did you tell them?
That I'm going to decide after I've looked into the church situation.
Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time.
Alright. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Just answer the questions, please.
Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't know what makes you think it'll be...
Maybe situations will change once we go investigate the church. And time passes, something happens. Okay. Logs. Oh, is there more things inside them? Do all of these have money? Why did that just randomly zoom in? Why can't we investigate it now? Okay. Oh! Yeah. The game heard me. Give me your lunch money. Oh. Yeah, why did you zoom in? Oh, dude, we're fucking rich now. Holy shit. Okay, I want to go... I forget what I need to shave. I'm gonna take a look at... Oh, what's this? It's not yours. You can crash every MC in Repshon. Fuck. Yeah, it's pretty bad, though. That was pretty fucking bad, dude. Let's go to our shack. Our humble fishing shack. I love you, old grandma. Okay, so what do I need for this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and
Hand-eye coordination. That is what we're doing. Hand-eye coordination. Yes. Is there anything else for hand-eye coordination? Not really. We have Giga Composure, actually. Alright. Let's try it again.
on the table you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
It works.
Your hand shakes so
Fuck!
you can't even muster up the courage to try. Maybe you're just too wild at heart.
No! Fuck you!
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
This is happening. This is fucking happening. I don't give a shit. The next point is also going into hand-eye coordination. I feel like with all the hand-eye coordination, I'm gonna master fucking Kung Fu before I shave my face. Oh, what's this? You heard chirrup. Thank you, Perception. Oh shit. Was this the wrong way? Yeah, it's up here. Alright, to the church! Oh, what's this? Smashed. This is a plastic dome.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Touch it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Ooh! New outfit.
It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
My inventory's not full yet. We're taking it. And Kim, I'm gonna stand as close to you as possible before I start interacting with it.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Oh
Some
yeah,
secrets
baby.
are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously,
Think about it.
occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Perception, we call it seasoning. Gross, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Ew, ew, ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
No! This says
If you
information.
hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching. There is no why.
It was just like a fucking trap card? God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna rob this bucket. Vagrants even tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Okay. Bottles? Ooh. Wait. The fuck? Why does it unironically look better than this? It's because you can't see the top. It looks like his eyebrows. Encyclopedia +2. Alright. Oh, this is recently painted? By vagrants? I mean, it's red. It could be like the communism dudes. Wires with audible power. Okay. I feel like I took a wrong turn somewhere, and this is not the way to the church. Because I was right in front of the church. I guess it was further right. What's this? A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. Was it us again? Oh, there it is. Oh, what's this? Saint Brunet.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
1147. Like, inspect the
The
carpentry.
carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Ooh. Alright, let's enter the moist doorway.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
Whoa. That is fucking cool. I love murals. That shit looks so fucking sick. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna save. It's filled with complex equations. They look recent. Oh, there's another lab here, I guess. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Oh, it's literally a wire running into water. Oh, they're doing... Wait, they're doing electrolysis here. With a cathode and an anode.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I can still hear the literal choir playing in the background.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yes.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Oh, we're standing between all of these. It's an audio dead zone.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
I wonder if it's because of these bowls of water.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
I wonder if this is relevant. Oh wait, no. It flew away. I thought like the bird like lost its sense of direction because of like the lack of sound and flew in circles.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Yeah, look up
The
to the bell
orderly
tower.
rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Follow the shadow's
It's not a
movements.
shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
What do you mean, detector for shot? Was I right? Because that seemed like pretty obvious. And I was just spewing random bullshit.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
On the ceiling?
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Blink. What the fuck
You
is
see
that?
Something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Is his name Tiago?
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Oh. Yeah, it's like the electric humming. I can hear it now. Oh, that's an annoying sound. Alright, I want to look around first. Hey, dude. Yeah, it leaves as soon as we leave, like, that spot. So. Alright. I'm gonna look here first. More of the fork lighting patterns you saw outside. Figure looks half finished. Feels like he's trying to become one with the church. Oh! Oh, they're like pillar decorations. Ah. Very cool. Like sort of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. Is this a Cell's mixer? No, there's no way. Pearl Harmwashi tape recorder. Interesting.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
Okay.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Kim, this is like so wild. There is no fucking way you think this isn't interesting.
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
Alright, let's get out of here for now, because I want to talk to Mr. 1/3 of the Blue Man crew. And I also want to rob him of his shoes and money.
The shadow is man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
So he's got wood?
The crab man. The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Kim, that is exactly why we need to question Kim.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem, but it's been getting out of hand lately. But
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it.
oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Oh, now you agree with him, Kim? Just because I have like 2 bottles of liquor in my pockets right now, and speed, half of which I gave to a 12-year-old, and one of the bottles is 98.7% alcohol, does not mean I have a problem with alcohol, Kim. I feel like you have a point there. You are some crazy guy on the roof. What is this shit? I don't even know what this is. It's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property.
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother can really help you, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Oh, is that why you're making it silent? No, that's the thing. It's like he's... now you agree with him when it's my problem, Kim.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
If you're not a crab, then what are you?
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
I respect the climb, bro. Where were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I like this if it speaks for me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
No.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you meet a Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau? My name's Harrier Dubois. Place in this world is Lieutenant W. Freighter. My name's Harry. I'm gonna go with my name's Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
You're gonna drink from Mommy Silence? Who's this Mother of Silence you keep talking about? What the fuck is the Is that the hole in the back of the building?
Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted.
I'm pretty sure she's painted behind us right now. You can see it.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, at one with the state of the world before reality began. It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
Oh boy, do I have stories for
There
you.
are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Sure, let's try to not antagonize him for now. We need him for information.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
Yeah, and I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing for me, the superstar cop. It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
Ooh, poetry.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Poignant. How did you even find yourself in this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Okay. RL terms, someone's making some experiments here. And you're letting them stick around because they're like, oh, I can make the church silent, and like they're doing this shit. They could also be a follower of the Mother of Silence as well. We don't know that. But in all likelihood, this is like, this woman is a person of science, but they're working together. I don't know what their exact relationship is. It could be like they occupy the same building. They could be in an actual relationship. Yeah, we need to know more about her. Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a Vieta?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Okay, yeah, so they're both like just occupying the same space. So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks? Yeah, like we can figure out what she looks like.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Alright, so what's your take on the kids that want turns into a drug den?
the ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So what do you think about the nightclub that is? Yeah, it's the exact opposite. It is antithetical to the mother of silence.
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
So you're willing to coexist with the nightclub? And if it's just a nightclub, Node would be willing to fix it. Noid. Okay.
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Ooh. A breach of faith?
Other spooker? You just have to wait until...
Or search through her radio computer.
Okay then. So what's this? I guess he's just gonna hang out. Mesk banger silk scarf. Oh, wait, that's a bottle. Yes! Yes! Ross, the figure of a deer. Okay. No, it's a broken mural. Spider spun its web around this wood carved panel. Is that all webbing? Oh no, it's just this bit. I thought this shit was like entirely covered in webs. What the fuck? Alright, so there's shoes. Ooh! I guess he's just not attached to any of this, so it doesn't matter to him. Alright. How fabulous are these shoes? I kinda dig it. That goes so well with the bow tie and the shirt. Wait. No to the scarf. We're going with the bow tie. Yeah, bow tie for sure. Okay. Alright, so before we go back to this, let's take a look at the broken mural.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes.
Oh, maybe that would heal our morale a little bit.
inspecting you,
Oh, we should have kneeled.
as if under a microscope.
Look up.
The woman looks down at you standing there. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye. Of what? Compassion? Remorse?
Morning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, The lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the
Your
same.
fingertips touch your chest 4 times as you stand in the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles, her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Oh, we can improve both of these. Yeah, I want to try these. Who is this,
It's
Kim?
Dolores Day. The old woman was right. This is the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the Small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
So you seem reverential to this, but you were very against like looking through the church. Is it because you're reverential, or is it because you fear the religion?
A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Ooh.
The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted this raid? Was it us? Was it Jamrock?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I
Oh,
can't
it
be sure.
was. You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here, but we don't remember anything. Yeah, we'll just go with that for now.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
Interesting. So far, like, our station and, like, what we remember for Asperitas de Cops seems like, or Asperitas de Corps, seems to paint us as, like, one of the last remaining bastions of civility in terms of the law. But this is sort of raising the question of, okay, maybe not all of it's in the straight and narrow. Because Kim seems very conflicted about it, and Kim is the most cop person I've seen in this game so far. Yeah, if I was here, I should find out what I was doing here.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Okay, so we want calculus and we want encyclopedia. Okay. Time for a quick change. Encyclopedia. Alright, that's it. And anything removing encyclopedia? Alright, let's put the garbage bag away.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of
Always
glass.
wins.
Despite
Yes.
the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus.
Oh, so
this
good.
is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What exactly is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler? A tyrant? This is playing devil's advocate, I guess, because, like, we seem to be like, everyone, including us, seems to be a person of faith to this being. A ruler or a tyrant? This would be a new path.
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, A precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time.
Okay, but do we know what their prevailing philosophies are? This just tells us that they're an elected party. What?
And innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to
Okay, so this
live
is
when
like
one
a
is
god
in
king, so you're
office.
describing a tyrant.
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
All of the fact that there isn't another innocence and the last one was from 300 years ago. If magic exists, like so far the game has been very grounded, but if magic or like something of a supernatural nature does exist in the game, this could be an actual deity. But if I'm going by the logic of the game and what it's currently presented, everything's been explained very, very well. What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Seren, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
So she was in Monarch herself.
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Where it's coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting.
Nope, what else?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
Interesting. It's really interesting to like hear these thoughts like in this context, because it is like hearing about what we knew, like echoes of our past, and like when he says we, it does include us because this is just like a piece of our mind. It's really cool.
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on.
Oh, so this area was once in the Pale, and we don't know what the Pale is exactly yet. But this region exists because of those voyages.
She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
So this isn't ancient history, because it's 300 years old, so the religion itself isn't very old. However, this is sort of set in a time period where not everything is kept accurately. So it's not like the information passed down through generations would be entirely accurate. It would mostly be spoken or written. There's paintings, but I haven't seen like cameras. I haven't seen like this is the first computer we've seen and it's a radio computer. So limited technology might mean that these things might have happened or they may have not. We don't actually know if it was 300 years ago. Like in the context of today, 300 years ago, we still have a lot of information. But for this setting, I don't know.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supremwindi, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning.
In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well.
I wonder if the game is trying to hide this because our ex reminds us of her in some way.
Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
Because that's the only time the game is this aggressive about hiding some information. Then what?
One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect
Also, your character is
that
addicted to
Dolores
speed,
Day
and he's
was
an alcoholic.
not
True!
entirely human, but something else.
Wait, in what context? Yeah, you're right. But like, in the context of this, what does that mean? Is that why he's feeling remorseful? Mournful? Or like why he thinks she feels mournful? It's like...
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
I mean, of course. You were dumped by the man himself.
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her. You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
Okay.
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum.
The blondest woman you have ever seen. Okay.
Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Boy, am I glad I picked up those glasses.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
Yes, I am in awe.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
War criminal. Glowing lungs? That's fucked up.
Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
Interesting. Is it trauma? Do you have like history with the church? Were you raised as like a choir boy and then one day one of the pastors?
An imperceptible tinge of fear. The lieutenant is afraid of the church. He does not know why, but he is.
Okay, but memes aside, that sounds like he had a religious upbringing. I can't recall. Was his family missionaries? Like, was his dad? Or his mom? I don't remember. He might not have mentioned it. But it sounds like someone that was raised religious and then moved out of it because of some event. Like, you have reverence and fear for it, but you don't want to associate with it. Because that's been deeply ingrained into you. Okay, I need to put up shit for visual calculus. So, give me one sec, I gotta change real quick. Clothes. Oh god, we have so much now. Visual calculus, visual calculus. I don't think, oh. Okay. Dude, glasses are just OP or what? We got all of that because we put on the goofy shades. Okay, do we have anything that's taking down visual calculus? No, that's helping it. And this is helping logic.
The mother of humanism stands above you.
We win
A
these.
precious and common jigsaw of shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly
Ooh, you don't
reconstruction of
miss
the stained
though.
glass window.
Except when I need to shave.
Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand.
Oh, I
and
have
a
those
scepter
glasses.
in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole.
I wonder if someone was against the queen ideologically, but not Dolores Day, and thought that maybe Dolores Day should have been ruling and not her.
Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, Theriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
Maybe the gang member dude?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
New life. Pray the more. I forget what a pre means. I can read some of it.
And then along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré,
Oh, it's after.
le monde de
So
nouveau.
afterlife, death. After death, the new life.
Death, life again.
Okay.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again.
It's all in cycles.
This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What is the RCM's motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Yeah, not very feminine.
Not at all.
Step back. Oh, that's
The
cool. That was
mother
cool
of
though.
humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Okay. To the computer.
A machine stands in the
So
corner,
secularism,
watched
yeah.
over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Is it secularism if you don't believe in a higher power, but you're also still following someone's doctrine? I guess it sort of questions what is like the distinction here between like a cult, a religion, and being secular. Like, would this qualify as a cult because you're still under a doctrine of a human being? Do you consider them a deity? Would you consider it a religion? Neat.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can
I'm investigating.
see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open.
Who do you think is the humanism founder here? I mean, we are. Every single pixel in this game exists currently because we're playing it. If not, it wouldn't exist. The main character is the creator of humanism here. Non-meme answer? I don't know. Oh, you mean in our history? I think that depends on your sect of faith. A different person would have a different answer. Everyone would have a different answer. Because it's not just what you believe in, it's also your perception of your own faith. Even on whether or not you have faith. Like, if as an individual you don't believe in a higher power, do you believe Or, like, if you don't believe in a specific version or doctrine of a higher power, do you believe in a higher power? Do you not believe in a higher power? Are you agnostic? Are you atheistic? Do you follow monotheism? Are you paganist? Like, every single one of those people would have a different answer within that group, and even within that group, each person would have a different answer, because they would have a different perception on their own faith or non-faith. You'd say Napoleon? Yeah, I have an achievement for being, like, the world's most laughable centrist. Napoleon's an interesting answer. If you consider it like a person that has, like, the greatest impact in our lives today as a human being, it doesn't have to necessarily be tied to fate directly. Genghis Khan, probably. Considering Genghis Khan is, like, literally a massive part of humanity as an individual being. That's very humanism in the beginning. I don't know too much about the French Revolution. I know about, like, the Louis execution and shit around that. A little bit from, like, middle school history. Yeah, I'm also fucking unlearned, bro. I am this guy. This is me right now. In all of his straw hat glory.
The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
Fuck. Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
I like her voice. She's so soft-spoken. They're really idealistic in the beginning. The royal kingdoms around didn't like what was happening, so Napoleon was inevitable. Yeah. That does sound very revolution-esque.
Now, can you please repeat the password
No.
received? I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Oh my god, it's a literal... Like, she's probably, like, worked this job for fucking 50 years, and she's just been, like, fucking pushing this shit. And doesn't know what it is. Oh, dude. Dude. This may be a real person you know. Holy shit. I like your voice, though. And what's that? This radioactive call-in radio game.
Any other
Interactive.
questions?
Okay. What are you? A machine? Or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
My partner here tells me you're here because all radio computer guys are paranoid.
They're merely cautious. It's my job to protect the filaments as a password repeater at the East Elysium station.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
Aw, that sounds lovely, Yvonne.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you for this accident. Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. Maybe he knows something.
I was just gonna say Yvonne.
Received. Fortress accident. Goodbye, Fortress accident.
The machine's keyboard is still elusive.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Hey, I know you took your shoes, and I'm wearing them right now, but I need some information.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Is that what you call your coffee? Can I have some coffee?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
No need to overdo it. He won't mind sharing it with you.
Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
True.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Oh shit, he was just here for our password. He's just gone.
That was an interesting conversation.
It was riveting, Kim.
However,
I love this man.
I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Kim, we just do random bullshit until we find more information. That's what we've been doing the entire game. You said you love it.
Hey,
Perception.
Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
Okay, there's so many layers of random bullshit to this question, it's making my head spin. Why is it reaction speed? Why is reaction speed telling us that, hey, quick time event, you need to pull out the figurine and give it to this fucking mural painting of Dolores Day? And that's like a limited collection figure. Just long to historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
You know what? Just because of Inland Empire, I should. Yes, this is a task of mine for now.
Very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Can I see it? What was the point of that? Can I give her more figures?
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex. Why?
Because she's a stained glass fucking window reaction speed.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like what?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains.
Is she supposed to be representative of our daughter or
The
something?
mother of humanism towers above.
Alright. I guess we keep the figure. Oh, wait, what's this? Someone siphoning electrical current from outside onto this antenna. Okay.
The machine's keyboard is
Play.
a speaker.
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Authorized
Yvonne.
access good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife. Death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Aw, she even gives us instructions on how to break into someone else's privacy.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do?
No, that was all, thanks.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard, the printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Dear
The
Diary.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case? Potentially, but also, if she's been here for so long, she might have seen things about the case and, like, seen things in the city. She has information about, like, the inner workings of town, probably.
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Better yet, maybe this is... If the strike has been going on for over a month, this might be, the lorry driver. She's young. She didn't seem to care about, like, the banger. She has, like, some fascination with God, which is, like, something that can be seen as intense, and, like, to the pawn shop dude that is high as fucking balls permanently. Might have been scary. She could have shot through... Oh, she could have shot through the portrait of, what's-her-face, Irene, with our gun. Because she was mad at Irene, and she worships, like, Dolores Day. This is all probably bullshit. Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
That's what we want to find out, Kim. This is a mystery.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Have we met any of these people? Hang on. Simo, Sulislav, Lexi. Lexi, Alexa, Alexis, Simone. Simone sounds familiar, but maybe not.
Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens, stealing badges.
Shut up,
But
authority.
at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
So there is a massive team, but she's the only one that interacts with this. She's keeping logs. So what is she one of the programmers? She might just be like keeping logs and overseeing the operations.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
I mean, it sounds like she was working, or they were working for her, or under her employment. They were definitely doing work to help her, whatever her task is, to a certain degree.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
So is she from Martinez, or did she, like, go through Martinez? She might not necessarily have originated from there, but she spent some time there.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
I'd like to speak to the person.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is this a cell?
Is she talking about?
"28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here."
Oh, so she's trying to find the cause of it, but... Huh, what does the electrolysis have to do with
The
this?
pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
I mean, it can be. Okay, let me think about this. Audio waves. It's right under the bell tower. He said the further... Tiago said the further he goes up, the less he hears. And he stays inside the bell tower. But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
Okay, so it's not her.
That disco man must be a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Oh, that just triggers her coming
A
back.
strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Oh boy. Hey, I was just reading your diary. Then I got to know you better. Holy shit, you are gaunt. Holy shit, you just completely, like... You are locked in, bro.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
What is that accent? What the fuck was that? She holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine
I do
reboots.
apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Representing certain music venue organizers. No, we're not siding with them yet.
You won't find any answers from here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Okay. Hey, did you reboot the machine?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper. I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Fancy.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
We're here to hire you. Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN Prefect processing unit.
Wait, what?
RAIN Prefect. My radio computer.
And your processing unit is an antenna?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Okay. Less noise. What's on air?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
So, who do you currently work for? Because you mentioned that you weren't interested if we weren't looking to hire you, so are you unemployed and you just, like, want to find the mystery of the dead spot?
It's all around us. That's what on air means. I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable.
Why are you in an abandoned church? What, me? I'm investigating, dude. Her? I don't know, we're about to find out probably. I have other questions, like, about her identity as a whole before we get to that.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
I will. What are milius? Is that information, magazines, websites? Does the internet exist, or is it just radio communications?
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my RAIN Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
She's working, obviously. What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Thank
The
you.
machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Alright, next question.
Great.
Have you seen the Crab Man?
No?
But you know he's around.
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
Okay, it's probably not a big deal
No.
then.
You're right. I'm not. No? Yes.
It sounds like you're not worried about him at all.
No. You're right. I'm not.
Okay. Fine, we'll do the last one
Yes.
too.
And? I don't care. I don't care about crap men.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Police officer, it's my job to ask
I'm
questions.
conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What is your research about? What's your thesis?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
What?
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Fuck. Hold on a moment. What does it mean? We're living in a world that has a hole in it? How we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Yeah, because they mentioned, like, spookies that weren't these two, so...
Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts.
What about other supernatural entities?
I don't believe in them either.
What I'm going to know is necroplasma exists.
Great. What are we talking about? And why? Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might somehow be responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said that. Why are we still calling him Crabman? His name's Tiago. He seems like a nice guy. Who's just a little insane, but he seems very nice. You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
No. That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world. For now.
Great. Thanks.
How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
Okay, wow. That was quick. Why do you hate it?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice. A petting zoo, a place for animals, maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for dance music. They said it's their dream.
Bingo! That's exactly what they're up to.
Ah, wonderful.
Embellished pillars and spectacular architecture in church, wondering how amazing this facility would be. Perfect for making some speed.
Now this house of worship is also going to be a drug lab. Always something fascinating happening in tents.
They're just encouraging an active youth culture here. Nothing wrong with that. Mind-altering substances are a vital part of a noted dance scene. Club scene, so it helps bring the community together. Say nothing.
So that's settled. Great. No nightclubs in the church then.
Oh, so we need to go down this way. Okay, so what's further north this way? What's this? Ooh, dude. This new area just has so much fucking money.
Worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Too bad. About what? The club?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to serve as what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Alright, so let's try equipping this for interfacing. Hand you a church. Rave, you'll have to earn it. True! The thing is, the church rave might bring people back here. It might bring more life into the economy, but the drug would be very bad. It would be like a continuation of the system that currently exists. So I actually fully support the church rave. Like, even thinking about the economic side of it, more people being here means there's more business here, means there's more people in the fishing village. Like, it could evolve into something that exists instead of like being a dying fishing village where everyone's fucking gone. Like, you can create something thriving out of like the nothing that currently exists here. Okay, is anything affecting our interfacing? Alright, so let's do locked containers. This probably?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Open it.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
I wonder if it's actually possible to open it. Like, you have to roll like a nat 12?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into like everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No, Kim, that's not what we do here. How dare you?
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with rhetoric. Kim, what happened to you?
Yeah, I understand you. I lack opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it.
Yeah, but we acquire resources on site, and then we open doors. That's what we've been doing this entire time. What do you, Kim, what happened? Who replaced you, Kim?
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
You don't know that.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned...
Fuck you, Kim. I'm keeping your crowbar. Building before you housed the engine must have been a big one. Okay. Chain trailed off to the ocean to who knows where. Oh wow, this keeps going. It's not a person. I'm a door opening fiend, dude. Ooh! New t-shirt. Wait, what does this do? To rhetoric. It's a fucking white polo. It smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it stuffed in an Atari container. Tear. Would even wear a polo shirt. Okay. Writer's not a fan of polo shirts. Oh. It's just how it casts its long shadow over you. I don't think I've seen that person before. Oh, we can walk that way. How do we get there? Alright. I don't know how to actually get there. We're just gonna wait. We're taking a leisurely, casual stroll in the midday. Just the two of us. Buddy cop. Hand in hand. So how's your night going, chat? Oh, did that just light up? We're getting closer. That's nice. That's nice. It's a nice, quiet Friday night. Just two cops walking down the pier. Appreciating the scenic route. Oh, what's
The
this?
smell. It's awful and familiar.
That is awful.
It doesn't help. You can still smell it.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
I mean, we're standing in front of it. He's dead. Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
A nice Friday to discover a second dead body with the first one hanging in the tree. That's weird. Okay. His forwards look rotten and weak. A big wine canister. Okay, I wasn't expecting a second corpse.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
Yo, that's 20 cents.
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor.
30
Plus
cents?
some Pilsner bottles too.
Oh my god, we're gonna be
They
rich.
seem unhygienic.
No, it's money's
A
perception.
tragedy.
Think you know what corpse this is? No! No! No, is it actually the working class husband? No! Dude, what the fuck?
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell.
Fuck, dude. That's actually so sad. Oh, wait, what's this? Let's check. It's a long way down to your death from here. 20 meters at least. Oh boy. Okay.
A man lies on the boardwalk. His
Oh
limbs
my
bent.
god, the eyes do not make it better.
Angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Okay.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
Yeah, he knew there was a corpse, but like he didn't know who it was. Or maybe he did. But fuck, dude.
A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no. This sounds terribly familiar. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
Oh, dude, this is like... This is fucking terrible. Like, this isn't some, like, lynching. This is just, like, a man in his last moments just dying alone.
He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, it's just the one on the back of his head.
It seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the
They
floorboards.
screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
But we did! We solved the case!
Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
You were chewing a whole pack of gum?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
In a ditch off a road below the 881, he thinks. A young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
True. Him's just like reliving fucking all of it. I think we would be too. We might be.
A dead working class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
No! Fuck you, logic.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband? The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks. Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
I don't think
No,
it's related.
I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident. And really, they'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk.
Have fucking Noid do it.
Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What do you mean? We just drink. We're this dude right now. The way we're relating to this case isn't from the investigator side, it's relating from this dude's side. What should we do with them?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him, we should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from Mike and Emma. Let them know we are taking the case.
Okay. Doing that right fucking now. Covered stamp of Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Look at Billie Jean's backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Also, like, we don't know that, because, like, as the game progresses, we're rapidly changing into a completely different person from who we were before. There's aspects to who we were before, that part's always going to be there, but I think that's kind of what makes the world evolving around your decision so interesting. Like the character having the amnesia sort of activate. It's very Planescape Torment, but like, we don't know how the character deals with the hard life of like crime.
Good. We should give them a call from Mikey and Emma. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. some thrillers too.
Okay, so your wife was into thrillers? Damn, dude. Wait. Can I pick up the bottle?
There's some tear.
No. Wait. Can we pick up the tear?
There's some tear. Too empty. No.
A tragedy.
He shakes.
We're wearing gloves. It's fine. He's not gonna care. Going to be around something the winners. Yeah. Let me pick up the can. Do I have to put this away? Let me pick up the can, dude. Oh. Can I interact with him?
A man lies on the boardwalk.
So did surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench.
No! I can see money there. Oh my fucking god. So I haven't played too many point-and-click adventure games. I have no idea. Like, I want to play Planescape Torments, because, like, it's such a historical game that apparently there's nothing quite like it. And that's something we may do down the line. Alright, we're going back to town. Because I need to pick up some magnesium. Morale's at an all-time low, dude. It's not looking good. I'll come back for you, Fisher Waifu. Think we go this way? Oh. Sounds of life in the north. Yeah, I know. We have a house there. We live there now. Oh, we need to come back and, like, give this to the cool dude. Rip car. So I guess we should go to, Kim's car first. Radio it in. And then go let the lady know. Or like this one.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay. Fallout 1 and 2. Those are games that I've always wanted to play, and then I just never got a chance to until, like... Well, recently, I guess. I have the games. We could just run them. I don't know. This comes first, and then, like... I'll put up the poll. I'll see, like, what's next on, like, the weekend/weekday thing. Right, make the call.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a body on the... Do we solve this first? No, let's do this first.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to Billie Jean.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Holy shit, your phone is way clearer than the one on the station.
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for information that you can provide on Billie Jean.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Oh, we know where that is. That's like up there.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Do you have any other info?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Yeah, Cape Side. The nice places.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes. Okay, if it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Marie and Maurice?
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Okay.
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
What do you mean? His jacket was so cool!
Happy we could
Marie, what the fuck?
Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
Yeah, I want to harass Sylvie again.
57.
In the cabin,
Okay. Let's go finish with the case again. She's not here. Oh, wait. Man from Heimdall and the Wildfire. Ooh. Mythology. Yeah. It's it's something. Hey lady. Your husband wouldn't give me his bottles. Wait, what's this? Book 16 Days of Coldest April. Cool. I wonder if we missed that before because we didn't have perception. If perception, like, organically lets you interact with more things in the world because you have more of it, that's, like, really cool. Oh, man, that's sick. I love perception. Oh, what's this? Well, someone is watching from within. Ooh, spooky. We have voyeurs.
a weathered brown door. Something smells good. Soup allons, yo. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so
It's the first door I clicked on. What? Yeah, I just used my detective vision.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
Perception, don't make this harder than it needs to be.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majon. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this, I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
What if I don't want to do this? I mean, I don't think you ever do.
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
Yeah, let's hear Kim's advice on this. Do you have any advice on how to tell her?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
All right, I think I'm
The
ready.
lieutenant motions towards the door,
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
and someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Majon's home?
The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
Holy fuck. Okay. This is her.
Tidying up, nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Alright. Cop duty first. Pack over at Astro heading under the bed. Oh god, it only makes it worse. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Humanitarian aid macaronis. Holy fuck. It's got warm on the stove. It's like buckwheat and onions. Oh boy. A chalk drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Oh boy. Singing with an odd cheerfulness. Rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls, so it's the kids' rooms. Alright.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Ma'am, do I have news for you? You are newly single.
I don't think I introduced myself properly.
Fuck.
I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Yeah, no, she obviously knows. It's pretty uncomfortable.
He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
You're really twisting that knife deep game.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Majon, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Majon, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
Yeah, it was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Yeah. It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Correct that drunk acid jumping to conclusions. I feel like Kim would stop me, but if that happened, holy shit. And we've been sober for 2 whole days. We've been sober for the entire time her husband's been dead. No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
We just pass it on. It's contagious.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
Again, I'm very sorry, man.
We should step outside and talk.
See, I can be professional. Did he get pushed?
You did well.
Shit. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
Right? This is close then.
Let's go.
Oh, there was more to it. Metagame, but like I got 10 XP for that. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, let's go get some pills to perk ourselves. Actually, this way's probably shorter. Lazy, please. Yeah, you said so. I'm like drunk and drugged out. I guess we'll never know the mystery. You're right, because like apparently we were a better cop. I'm trying. I just missed one thing, and it's fucking over. Alright, I need some coping drugs.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here, okay, here. Okay, here. I hope, okay.
Alright, I think that's enough.
I hope Saint Batiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright, morale's restored.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Yeah, but we're not homicide detectives. We're drunk, as has been established because I couldn't fucking solve the crime.
They look pretty ancient.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Point the chips in the wall.
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
So what can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Ooh, free XP. Okay. What's this? There's a thing down there? Like, what? That... I have high perception! Of a potato seller. Actually booze up in the game. That's because I haven't. We are sober right now because I have no idea what alcohol does. Decades old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Maybe there's something inside? Is there? It has money inside. Is your character smoking cigs? I don't think so. Yeah, he's not taking anything. He's just straight edge as fuck. We have alcohol. It helps physique and lowers morale. Money. Oh, does perception increase the amount of money we find? Because we walked through here and those things were not there, for sure. Or maybe I just missed it. Ooh, more pretty birds. Okay. What's this? Yeah, everything around here looks very dilapidated. Which makes me think like Noid working, but in a positive system would be good. I'm not sold on the hooligans, but I am kind of sold on Noid. Oh shit, took a wrong turn. What's that? Oh, we can go this way. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. What's in here? What's in the box? Wait, what did I... Okay. Finds creak beneath your weight. Yeah, I've reached the requisite amount of breakpoints because I believe in the bug now. Yeah, Detective Rashad could not solve the crime. He's fucking terrible. I got flabbergasted by a dead husband of the working class. Okay. So what do you want to do with the church? What do you want to do with the goobers down there? So the church can remain in its state, or like we can leave them be, we can arrest them, we can let them do their thing, or we can, I don't know if we have like the resources to like keep them monitored. Apparently we're fucking poverty cops, so What are we doing? Like, can we release them with supervision? Is that even an option? Are you gonna roll on your boys now?
Yes?
No, not you. Alright. Are you gonna roll on your boys now?
Hello again.
I'd like to know more about
My
your associates.
Sorry. Me? Don't know what makes you...
Alright.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid? That's fine, man. But I've got to warn you, my signs are still off. It'll take some time for me to get my psi on.
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The vibes are just off.
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Yes, thank you, Inland Empire. Supernatural. So you think it's real and it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
But I thought we'd be okay now,
I'm
sign-wise.
doing what I can.
It's not easy for him. It probably took him years to get used to Andre.
Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
To the mega,
Here comes the
baby.
night.
Alright,
Hi again. So, how are things going?
the bleach has consumed almost all of the toothbrush on the mirror in front of him.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crabman.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Yeah, just preaching and praying from the likes of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Nothing.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a illustrious vision of the perfect man? He was a crab. The crab man. As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live there with Crabman.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer, just accident appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She does not like it.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
What, eviction?
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
Coexist, baby.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Okay, is there a way we can convince them to not do it? But then they'll just pack up and go, like, set the shit up somewhere else. Is arresting them the actual only option that we do have? Arresting them might set them straight. They, like, potentially they haven't made any drugs yet.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Perhaps if he dropped the drug lab, it might be easier to convince her.
Oh man, but the drug lab was like an integral part of getting the club going.
For me, it was my favourite part. Chemistry's great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own drug lab. I mean, anodic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good. When did you last feel really, really good?
According to this game, fucking never. What? Evicting Suna? Not this Harry, I guess. I don't have time to feel good. I'm a very busy officer of the law. I mean, this should be an I don't know answer, but you probably have at some point.
Pull out that stick, lawman. You'd absolutely love drugs. They'll make you feel transcendent.
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Yes? What's the deal? But do let us know if something changes in the church. Goodbye, officer.
Alright, what about
Wow.
Egg?
So someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brown, of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send that to Telefax.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Good, of course.
What the fuck? No.
Fantasy heavyweight jam. Hardcore. Hardcore.
Oh,
Hardcore
he's still the
is
same shit.
mega.
Okay,
Here
sure.
comes-
Alright. Alright. Do you have any changes?
Hello again.
No? You know what? I regret giving you my hat. If arresting then gets me my hat back, I'm fucking taking my hat back. Fish! Okay. Wait, this is the wrong way. We go around this way, up north. Yeah, okay.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything.
Alright,
I don't
got your
good.
message. Alright, convince her to cooperate with the Ravers.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
By your old workplace, you mean the studio porch accident in that office building on the plaza?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. That's
Plaisance?
her name, I believe.
And where exactly is the offsite copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament. The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means.
Wait, are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
I don't believe you. Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Yeah, it's a bit biased, don't you think?
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rame Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offsite copy. Alright?
Alright, I'll go look for the offsite copy.
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Qualsund.
Okay. That's cool. Alright, so what is this? Oh, that's big. Oh, that's a thick boy. It's an advanced pry bar. Pry bar plus 2, if you will. Oh, dude, we need this to like open the door that's like a bunker. Maybe you just can't open it. Maybe though. Alright, that's cool. Is this a plus 3 crowbar? Alright, let's get out of here. Is Crabman back? No. Oh, I don't know why this is glowy. Huh. Is that? No. It's a cute little sandcastle. Oh wait, how do we fast travel? I think we unlocked like quick travel locations, and then I just never figured out like how to do it. Can we fast travel? Is that what like those little spots are? Okay, here we are. Oh, we need to go through Plaisance. Hey, I'm gonna break open your curse.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and a fridge. No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in...
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge.
All right, I'm breaking your back. Looks like Guillaume. Oh, is that him? Ooh, he's fabulous. All right. Not this. Oh, well, this might tell us how to do that. Map. Oh, we have to acquire a copy of the city map? Oh, we can try these again. Oh! The game tracks this. Holy shit. Okay.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands.
Oh shit, we need to break it down. Bam!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands. A heavy door, only a hollowed out dark echo.
What, why can't we open this door? What? Do we need to go around? Alright.
An old call box with a
Yeah, Fortress SCA.
No one's...
Smash it open! What the fuck? Do I have to put like a point into pain threshold? But like we're not trying to knock it down with the with our body, we're trying to knock it down with this shit. Is this some other door that I'm not seeing? Like, that shit's on the second floor. Like, no, it has to be this.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you.
Fuck. We're like a few points away, but that's going into hand-eye coordination. Oh, fuck. Alright, you know what, dude? I think this has been a very significant amount of progress with one major fuck-up. Because I didn't solve the case. Apparently. Allegedly. So I think for now, I'm gonna call it. Tomorrow is also Disco Elysium Day. So, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to figure out what I want to do with the whole Andre situation. What I want to do with the whole music. What do I want to do with Call de Aqua? What do I want to do with the silence? All of that and more tomorrow! Which means this is the end of the stream. I'm just gonna put this away. Looking mildly threatening. But yeah. I need to meditate on my choices and my decisions. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Follow if you enjoyed the stream. Go join Discord. Go yell at me on everywhere. I'm fairly available. If you need to catch up, you can watch all the videos on YouTube. All of that's linked below. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Later.